I'm going to demonstrate how to use setup sheets within PowerMILL. So first of all, I've got this project open like so. I've got an NC program and a number of toolpaths. First thing that I need to do is save this file. So I'm going to say File, Save Project As. I'm going to save it to my desktop and I'm just going to call it Basics. So I've hit Save now. Okay, so now I can show you where the setup sheet template files are kept. So I'm going to go to C, Program Files, Delcan, the version of PowerMILL that you're using, or the latest version, and then within that is File, and then Setup Sheets. So here we've got a number of files. We've got 5 HTML templates, along with one style sheet.css file, and then all the images and logos that are used within the HTML template. So I'm going to go back to PowerMILL now and just demonstrate how to produce those setup sheets. Within my setup sheets, I want to have images of my toolpath and images of my part. So I'm going to take these first. I'm going to do this by undrawing everything and first of all just showing my part. I'm going to go to the ISO view and then I'm going to click on my NC program, right click, setup sheets, snapshot, and then say current view. Now it tells you where this snapshot's been taken. I can navigate to this if I want, so it's on my desktop in my basics folder. So I go to desktop, we'll go to basics, then it's in setup sheet files and in snapshots. So we can see that image has been placed there, and that's so it can be called into our template, into our setup sheet later on. So if I minimize that, I can close this, and now I want to take an image, a snapshot image of all of my toolpaths. So I'm going to hide my model, draw all of my toolpaths, then I can right click on my NC program again, say setup sheets, snapshot, all toolpaths, and then I'm going to say ISO view. And here you can see it quickly goes through all of my toolpaths, take a snapshot of each one, and then they've been popped into the same file. If I open this up, not only we've got our image of our model, we've got images of our toolpaths as well. So I'll just close those down. So I can also take a project snapshot which can go on our project header. So for this one, I'm going to show my shaded part, I can show my block, and I can also draw all my tools if I wish. So now I'm going to say, instead of clicking on my NC program, I'm going to click on the top level NC programs, and I'm going to say setup sheet, project snapshot, current view. So if I go back to my folder on my desktop in basics, now you can see we've got the project snapshot as well. Okay, so now I'm ready to create my setup sheets. So clicking on my NC program, I can say setup sheets, print. Now it takes a moment for these just to be created and output from PowerMILL using our HTML templates. So I don't actually need to print it. I'll demonstrate that we can either print it or view it in a browser. So I'll close that down, and you can see here's our project snapshot. So that's been put in our header page. We go down and we've got the snapshot of a part, and then we've got all our toolpaths and information like so. So I don't have to view this within PowerMILL. If I go to my folder, go to setup sheet files, now you can see as well as snapshots we've got all of these other options. If I go into project sheets, and now I can view print.html, so I can just open that up in any browser, and you can see I've got it all here like so. And that is the very basics of setup sheets.